Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Alex Koch, and I am the first Global Vice President for the Cornell Hotel Society, and it's a pleasure to be with you both here and on live stream across the world. Global President Rebecca Lee is stuck in Hong Kong at the moment, so she is unable to be here, but we send her warm wishes, and please know that she sends us all warm wishes. It is my pleasure to serve with Becky, as well as all of the amazing members of the Global Board of Directors and leadership team. If you're here, please stand and be recognized so we can celebrate you.
Greetings from sunny Miami, although I think it's a little cloudy today. I'm Rocco Angelo.
Oh, nope, that's not right.
1958, a proud
That was fantastic. Rocco also sends his wishes. So the Global Board is certainly not the only volunteer group within CHS. We are much bigger than that. And so we'd like to celebrate our new leaders who joined us over the last year in being a chapter president or a regional vice president. If you're here, please stand and be recognized. And of course, it's just a sea of hoteliers volunteering. We are full of amazing volunteers who work to fulfill the Cornell Hotel Society mission of life as service. So if you are a chapter president at all, a Cornell volunteer, a CHS volunteer, please stand and be recognized so we can thank you for your service. And with that, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome Dean Kate Walsh, because as we know, the Cornell Hotel Society is not just exclusively for alumni. The second a freshman enters the hotel school, you are a hotelie for life. And Dean Walsh has some commentary on that I think will be very fun and helpful. Dean Walsh.
And I've got a live stream. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to be here. And, huge thanks to Ted for his wonderful Chinatown Eating Club dinner last night. What a privilege and how fun it was to be able to be a part of that experience. I am so happy to just share a very brief update of everything happening in Statler Hall. Many of you have already visited us this fall. It was spectacularly warm and beautiful, it really was, and now it's about 40 degrees as we hit November. But Statler Hall is alive, vibrant, full of warm hospitality, way more than any other building on campus, I might add. I always say I graduated 2 engineers, one from Cornell, and when you go across the street, it's kind of creepy in the engineering building. And then you come into Statler Hall and it's alive and well, mostly because of these amazing students that we have. And I see our young alums right here. I think it was just a couple of years ago when you were reimagining Statler Hall for all of us. This year we welcomed 209 first-year students and a record number of internal transfer students who saw the light and came over, as well as some external transfer students, to have 285 new students in our class this year, bringing us to about 950 hoteliers in our school, which is a number we are maintaining throughout the years. We have wonderful, as always, a wonderful experience our hoteliers get to walk through, including, of course, restaurant management or establishment or TCAB or quantities. However we all experienced it, it is alive and well with sellout crowds for everyone's management night, as it should be. We've had a Dean's Distinguished Lecture Series, 98 years long. This year, all populated by alumni hoteliers, and they are a handful, let me tell you. We're going to welcome Abigail Charpentier this Friday. We just had Liv Gusick last Friday. And the best part about it is they come with classmates and family members, and we just get to celebrate all things hospitality together. It's been so special from my vantage point. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about where our students are going upon graduation. They are populating what I say, all levels of the hospitality vertical. A third of our students this year, as always, are taking real estate jobs, asset management, PE, institutional investors. This year, because consulting was down a little bit, a third of our students were hired by financial service companies or organizations, usually on the hospitality desk. And then 25%, maybe 26 if I round up, of our students took hospitality, food and beverage positions, more typically in the brands, working at corporate office and on property. Our starting salaries were at an all-time high this year, $86,000 with a $10,000 signing bonus. They're doing well even in a challenging job market. And that's all thanks to you, to giving them opportunities. I love hearing how our hoteliers are doing deals, business, working with one another continuously. And we're starting to track where our young alum are going, and we're finding that their second and third jobs are getting them back to operations in some really cool, innovative way. In fact, 2 years ago, I was at in Seoul at a Cornell event, and I was up in the lounge. I got like secret access because, of course, a hotelier was the front desk manager, and I just needed to work on some remarks for something, and the person helping me said, "Oh my gosh, you were my organizational behavior professor," and she had worked for McKinsey for 2 years and decided that was not fulfilling. So she was working, this was at the Four Seasons, it was lovely. She was working her way up in operations all over again. And imagine the power of what that brings to the future of hospitality. So everything is alive and well and continuing on, thanks in no small part to everything you all do each and every day to support our students and our value proposition. We're so grateful. We could not do it without you. We welcome over 400 alums to our Ithaca. They find their way through snow, ice, flight cancellations to the tundra, but all the ways you help our students even out of Ithaca, it's quite profound, and we're so grateful. So thank you so much for all of that from all of us at Statler Hall. I am actually excited to share where Alex is going to speak next, which is about the profound impact you have had through scholarships on all of our students. It's just incredible. It actually gives me chills. So thank you to all of you, and wishing you, all of us, a very magical day today. Thank you.
And so on that note, right, to date, between CHS and all of its CHS Arizona, China, and Macau, all of our chapter and regional scholarship funds, in aggregate, there's about $8.5 million endowed, which is paying out over $300,000 a year of scholarships for more than 34 students. They get to have a better education because of the work we're doing. Now, Kate would be upset with me if I didn't say, and of course, the work is not yet done. And so be kind and be generous. With that said, what is our financial position of the actual society itself, in addition to the money that has moved out of the organization to go and directly support student scholarship? There's also our annual operating budget. And so as you can see, we're on track for about $180,000 of revenue and just a little bit more in expenses. So we are slightly below budget and slightly below our hope. It would be very nice to break even, so please be generous in the auction. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And as you can see, most of our revenue is made up by dues. We also have a lot of folks that are making donations, which is greatly appreciated, as well as that donations number is also our auction forecast. Our expenses were a little over half in event expenses, doing things like this, as well as doing regional and supporting events around the world. And then our admin expense and travel represents just about the other half of expenses. We did a survey, and thank you to everyone who's responded. Over 1,300 of you answered the call and provided your feedback. Between focus groups and quality insight and responses in the survey, we got great information to help make the society better. And what we've learned is most people, 73%, are very happy or happy with the society. And 80% about are looking forward to attending an event next year. It's my hope that we can make that even bigger and better. And what did you say you wanted, right? We want to connect. We want mentorship opportunities, both to mentor and to be mentored. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And we've talked about having faculty incorporated into our events. And so that is also something that you'll be seeing over the course of the next year. How are we doing as an organization? There are over 16,000 estimated living Cornell Hotel School alumni. We have about 5,700 of them in the lobby and active and engaged attending events on a regular basis, and of which about 2,000 or so are paying dues. So please, if you are not already, please join us in the lobby. And if you are not a dues-paying member or a lifetime member, please consider making that an option. There's plenty of benefits to be had. We'd also like to take a moment to welcome all of our new lifetime members. And just a quick round of applause for all those people who chose to go and make that commitment. And there's a lot going on this slide. We're gonna not go through all the detail because honestly, that's not the best use of everyone's time. But the summary is, we did 2,300 attendees, over 130 events so far this year. The year's not over. We're gonna probably get closer to about 150 events, and with any luck, we'll crack 2,500 total attendees. So thank you for attending. If you have not yet attended an event this year, please consider going to your chapter's holiday party or coming and joining us at another chapter. We have a bunch of fun things coming up next year. I'm not going to read the slide to you, but please register for these events in the lobby. Some of the most fun will be going to Athens, Greece in March, going to Vietnam in May, and then of course the most important one that's closest to here, either being here in November next year for the next Hall of Fame, as well as being on campus for HEC. If you have HEC 101 is going to be the best ever, and I hope to see you there. We're also going to do something a little different this year. Coming up in September, we're not sure when yet, we're going to go and give a golf tournament a try. And so if you are a golfer and you like to be around hoteliers, please consider coming and joining us. Pricing, details, dates, all of that is still yet to come, but it's our sincere hope that that'll get cleaned up probably by the first quarter of the year so that we can go and get a lot of people to attend. Should be a bunch of fun. Other new thing, I mentioned mentoring before, we are creating Hotelier office hours. And what this will be is that opportunity to both mentor and to be mentored with our fellow alumni. So in order to do it, very simple. Step one, make sure that your lobby profile is updated and that you have paid your dues. In order to go and do this, the software that supports it, there was an incremental cost. So we need to offset it. And so hopefully more people will subscribe to being a dues paid member so we can afford to make it all work for years and years to come. Apply to be a mentor inside of the lobby. Then there will be a matching process between you and those people who have said yes to being mentors. From there, go and do the mentoring sessions, quick feedback, check in, make sure everything is going well, and then we say thank you, and it's on to the next. So in total, 6-hour commitment over 12 months. The goal is to not make this too burdensome, but if you create a friendship, a relationship, and that wants to go beyond the mentoring, that's absolutely fantastic, and we strongly encourage it. And so, if you are looking to volunteer and help out on the mentoring committee, please email Susan at CornellHotelSociety.com. It would be wonderful to go and get a bunch of us together to go and make sure that the structure and performance of this program will be incredibly successful for years to come to make us and the network stronger. So, what happens next year? I'll have the privilege of being your global president. We need to say a very special thank you to Anika and to Daryl, who are rolling off of the CHS Global Board, and a warm welcome to Michael, Rohan, and Andrea as they come on. Let's give them all a nice round of applause and thank them for their help. And of course, we need to say thank you. Thank you to Ted for finding this amazing venue last year and creating such an amazing event. Thank you to all the Hall of Fame volunteers, the scurry of people from the New York City chapter and the Global Board, and all other volunteers who are making all of this happen in such a seamless and wonderful way. It's so sincerely appreciated. And thank you to the chapter presidents, regional vice presidents. Thank you to the Global Board. Thank you to the foundation members. We didn't get a chance to thank them earlier. If you're a foundation member, please wave and be recognized so we can say thank you. There's many of you in the room. And of course, thank you to you, both here and at home on the live stream, for making the Hotel Society just exactly what it needs to be, and we are exactly where we need to be. The society is only as good as how we can connect with each other and make this a better, more hospitable world. So with that, thank you. I will see you in the lobby, and please bid, bid, bid. That's all. Thank you.